Gold Rush. Rick Ness faces massive obstacle with water licensor. Rick Ness missed out on Gold Rush as he worked to get his mental health situation resolved. However, he is now facing an obstacle he might not overcome. It could possibly end his entire run as a miner and force an end to his stint on the popular Discovery Channel show. Here is what is happening with Rick and his battles with his water license. Rick Ness returned to Gold Rush in Season 14 and is in his second season since that return. He is again showing why he is one of the best miners in the series as he works toward his goal of 1,500 ounces. He also wanted to own land, and he made a claim for Duncan Creek. Duncan Creek could have a large supply of uncovered gold. However, the landlord said that Ness needed a water license, which had not been secured before the current season. This could delay things and cut into Rick's investments. He even bought a new 750 excavator and built up his new crew. However, he just hit a roadblock. The Yukon Water Board recently denied Ness' application for a new water license. This could end his future in the mining industry. The board made its decision on November 18, 2024. They felt his proposed operating plan was unrealistic. Rick said he planned to undertake reclamation activities across 96 new and 99 existing grants. He also said the 2025 operating season would focus on existing cuts and ongoing regulatory processes, which played into the board's rejection. This rejection has huge implications for Rick Ness and his mining endeavors. Without the water license, he is limited in what he can do at Duncan Creek, which could put a stop to his activities. The current license expires on April 8, 2025, so he has only a limited amount of time to address the board's concerns and get the approval. With Ness already dealing with several depression issues taking him out of action before, this will test his resolve and see if he will be back for good or if things are coming to an end. There is really no way he can hit his 1,500-ounce gold target at Raleigh Valley with the restrictions he now faces. It is important to get a water license because it could make or break any miner, even one with the experience of Rick Ness. What are your thoughts on Rick Ness and his license water problems on Gold Rush? Do you think he will be able to figure things out in time to save his future, or is this the beginning of the end of the miner? Let us know in the comments below. Sean S. Lilos has been a freelance writer for over 25 years and is a voting member of the Oklahoma Film Critics Circle. He is also a published author with a book about the Stephen King dollar baby filmmakers. Gold Rush. Rick Ness faces massive obstacle with water license. The world of gold mining is fraught with challenges, fluctuating market prices, the unpredictability of nature, and fierce competition. In the popular TV show Gold Rush, fans followed the relentless pursuit of gold in the remote and harsh conditions of the Yukon, Alaska, and the Klondike. Among the most compelling figures in the series is Rick Ness, who joined Gold Rush in its early seasons as Parker Schnebel's right-hand man before branching out to start his own operation. As a mining boss in his own right, Ness has gained a reputation for his hard work, determination, and innovative approach to gold mining. However, this season, Rick faces a massive obstacle that threatens his entire operation: the battle for a crucial water license. A water license is a vital component for gold mining in the Yukon and Alaska, areas known for their pristine rivers, streams, and lakes. In these regions, water rights and environmental regulations play an essential role in determining whether mining can occur, especially when it comes to dredging rivers and operating large-scale mining equipment. The battle for water access is not just a logistical hurdle, it's a financial and legal minefield that requires strategic thinking and often a hefty sum of money. Without access to water, Any mining operation becomes nearly impossible, and for Rick Ness, the license represents more than just paperwork. It's the key to his survival in the cutthroat mining world. The importance of the water license order is the lifeblood of any mining operation, especially for placer mining, where gold is extracted from rivers and streams through a process of washing gravel to separate the gold from the dirt. The equipment Rick uses, including wash plants and sluices, all rely on water to run efficiently. Without it, the machinery cannot function, and the gold extraction process grinds to a halt. In the Yukon, water is a resource tightly controlled by the government. In the past, miners like Rick would often be able to access water sources through agreements with local governments or private landowners. However, over time, regulations have become stricter as concerns over environmental impact and water conservation have grown. For miners, this means that the process requiring extensive documentation, legal navigation, and often long waiting periods. If any aspect of the application is flawed or incomplete, it can delay or even prevent approval. Rick Ness has already seen firsthand how critical this license is. Without it, his operations cannot move forward. The precariousness of the situation means that he faces mounting pressure to resolve the issue quickly, as every day without a water license translates to lost gold production and wasted time. The legal and bureaucratic hurdle to understand the gravity of the water license issue, it's important to grasp the bureaucratic maze Rick must navigate. The water license application process is not a simple one-step procedure. It involves a comprehensive environmental impact assessment, where mining companies must show how their operations will affect local ecosystems, wildlife, and water quality. This process can take months or even years to complete, and it requires detailed scientific studies, including water samples, land surveys, and ecological evaluations. For someone like Rick Ness, who is used to operating quickly and efficiently, dealing with a slow-moving bureaucracy is a frustrating and daunting task. The process is often long, drawn out, and filled with technicalities that even experienced miners can find challenging to understand. Further complicating matters is the fierce competition for water licenses. Other mining operations, large and small, are vying for access to the same limited water sources, meaning that there is a constant battle for approval. This competitive atmosphere adds to the sense of urgency and the stakes for Rick's operation. Every delay or bureaucratic misstep is a chance for another miner to get ahead. In addition to the time-consuming application process, there is also the issue of local stakeholders who may oppose mining operations in their region. Environmental groups, indigenous communities, and other organizations often have strong opinions about the potential damage caused by mining activities. These groups may file objections to water license applications, causing further delays or complications. The political and social pressure surrounding gold mining is significant, and any misstep could spark public backlash. For Rick, balancing these factors while trying to keep his operation running smoothly has proven to be an immense challenge. A new challenge for Rick Ness's latest struggle with the water license is not just a setback. It's a defining moment in his mining career. After spending years building his own mining operation, Rick has earned the trust and loyalty of his crew and supporters. However, the uncertainty surrounding the water license has cast a shadow over his future. While Rick has faced obstacles before, this issue has the potential to derail everything he has worked for. In the face of adversity, Rick's typical approach has always been to keep pushing forward, using his ingenuity and determination to overcome the challenges in his path. But with the water license hanging in the balance, he is forced to confront the reality that some factors are beyond his control. This struggle highlights the often overlooked side of mining, the bureaucratic and legal hurdles that make or break the success of any operation. While Rick has experienced his fair share of challenges, whether dealing with breakdowns, equipment failures, or unexpected setbacks, this water license issue has proven to be one of the toughest battles yet. It's not just about the day-to-day grind of mining. It's about fighting for his right to mine in the first place. The water license is more than just a regulatory hurdle. It's a symbol of the larger battle between miners and the government, environmentalists, and local communities. The implications of delay says Rick waits for the final decision on his water license. The delays are beginning to have real financial implications. Time is money in the mining business, and every day that Rick is unable to operate his equipment means fewer opportunities to extract gold. This not only affects his revenue, but also puts his crew's jobs in jeopardy. Mining teams rely on consistent work to make a living, and the uncertainty surrounding the water license creates a sense of unease among the crew. Moreover, the longer the wait, the higher the stakes become. Rick is already facing significant financial pressure to cover his operating costs, pay his crew, and maintain his equipment. The longer the water license issue drags on, the more difficult it becomes to justify continuing the operation without a clear path forward. This puts Rick in a precarious position, where he must balance his optimism and determination with the practical realities of his business. Overcoming the obstacle despite the monumental nature of the obstacle, Rick is not one to back down easily. Throughout his career, he has built a reputation for tackling challenges head-on, and he is determined.